I gained 8 pounds over the weekend. I stepped on the scale and I literally think I gained almost 8 pounds. And we're going to talk about why that is on today's show. We also have some catching up to do. So grab a coffee and just join us for a little coffee date.
I got my coffee. Let's go.
You got your coffee?
Got my coffee.
I mean, I have my Diet Coke, which is equivalent to coffee for me.
A little caffeine in there.
Yeah. I mean, our logo actually is you holding a to-go coffee cup. So you're just very on brand. You continue to be very on brand.
I do.
Yeah.
I just autopilot.
I mean, it's been years, literally.
I know.
You and your to-go coffee. Are those the new ones? Where'd you get that coffee?
No, I went to Hannah.
You went
Come
to
on.
Hannah?
I had to go to Hannah. I had to go show Hannah some love.
You know, so
She used
I
to come here.
Yeah, that Alyssa told me that Hannah is an actual person.
I didn't know.
And she was a member of Punch King.
Oh, I'd like to tell Hannah your coffee is wonderful.
It is very good.
Oh, smooth.
It is very good. How are you liking the pour over?
I like it.
Is it stronger now or is it still? I feel like it's a little weak.
It's smooth. I'm still trying to find the right flavor. I don't know how much to put in there.
Oh.
I put like 9 scoops.
Why don't you YouTube? 9 scoops sounds like a lot.
I know.
I don't know. That's interesting. Well, I wanted to talk about, it was on my vlog already, but we haven't talked about it on the show. That was really cool that Mind Pump gave you a little mention on their show.
Yes. I felt special. Like, wow. Look at that. Gave me a nice shout out the way they gave me some love.
Yeah, the Mind Pump podcast, you guys, is the Adam was on Mike's show, Esco Elite Mindset, and they talked about it on last Friday's episode of Mind Pump. Not only did they talk about it, but Sal gave you such a great compliment.
So did Adam's wife, Katrina. Shout her out too.
Yeah, Katrina also.
She said, wow, that was good.
She said that was the best interview Adam's ever done. And Sal said he thought it was because of your skills that you started the show with kind of, thanking him for how much he's done for you. And that put him in a really good place to give a lot of information.
I pretty much uprooted my whole life because of that job. I got lucky. Yeah. I really rolled the dice because I committed to an apartment. I made a commitment and I hadn't had a job yet. You know what I'm saying? But I rolled the dice.
But I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer that sometimes you have to do things that you're not ready for, that you can't afford, that seem crazy. And I feel like life has a way of helping you rise to the occasion.
Yes.
I'm a firm believer in that.
You're right. Sometimes you got to get pushed into that. It's scary sometimes, and it's doubtful, and you have fear, but you're like, you know what? I'll do this. I'll make it happen. I made it happen.
Yeah, and like sometimes on paper, it's not making sense.
No.
Oh, the numbers don't jive. I remember when my sister was contemplating leaving her government job for Apple, and it was a lesser pay.
Yes.
And she was trying to crunch the numbers. She goes, I don't know if I can make it work. And I said, fuck the numbers.
Exactly.
It's going to work. Like, this is a good move. Who cares about the number? Well, fast forward. I mean, that was a freaking life-changing decision for her.
Of course.
Let's just say she works at Apple, okay, and she's been there for a long time, and it was a very good move for her financially.
This is the problem with people, man, is they're too comfortable and they're afraid to take risk. You have to take risk in life. You have to see what it's going to do for you, because the risk takers are the ones that always come up in life.
Yeah.
You hear the story of the time, like, I didn't have nothing, I took a risk, and boom, now I'm fucking a multimillionaire. I blew this up, blew that up, and you know what I'm saying? Even me, I've taken lots of risk, and I've come up somehow.
I feel like we'd be hard-pressed to find a very successful entrepreneur who's going to say, I've never taken risks. I've just always taken the safe route. I really feel like that would be very hard to find someone to say that. I feel like successful people all have that in common. They take risks.
All of them. I mean, Elon Musk sold PayPal, literally, and went broke immediately because he invested everything in Tesla and whatever the stuff he was doing. He literally went broke overnight. Threw all his money at it. Crazy. Like, you're thinking, like, you're psycho. You made it. You sold the company. Why would you do that? You wanted more.
And I bet people probably thought he was crazy.
Yes, of course they did. But look at him now.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was pretty cool what Adam did. So,
yes, it was.
But by doing that,
I'll always remember that. I'm always going to be grateful and humble. No matter how big or successful I become or whatever, I'm never going to forget what he did for me, you know?
Mm-hmm. I had a great interview right before this show with the CEO of the Mile High Recovery Center in Colorado. He has like sober living and recovery centers. I think he has like 9. But it was very insightful and interesting interview. I was able to ask some questions that I had got directly received from listeners. So make sure you guys tune into that. That's going to be Monday's episode. And it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good.
Cool.
He had quite a story. He's been through it himself. And I feel like those people that have been through it make the best resources for other people who are on their journey through it.
You know, this is what I say, even about us, even about myself, when I'm coaching people, is especially when I'm coaching people who've been in the same shoes as me, have vices and whatnot. It's like, yes, you can go to a therapist who's got tons of college degrees, whatever, has on paper looks good. But if you ain't gone through it, though, how can you relate to that person? How can you really know what that person's really going through?
That's why the 12-step program has like you get a sponsor, and the sponsor is someone who's graduated the 12-step program.
Yes.
He was a big believer in that. Like no matter what, get help, because addiction is tough. And if you think you're going to do it all by yourself with no support or no help, it's a very difficult road.
Very difficult. I mean, imagine if I didn't have you to help me, guide me after mine.
Yeah, I'm no expert. But apparently, according to him, I did the right thing. That was the smartest thing I could have done, was drag you to the gym.
Yes, it worked. People don't realize the medicine of the gym, how important it is. Like, it ain't just, I think people think like working out physical. Yes, that's a bonus for how you look. But it's really, you're working out the mind. You're pushing the mind. You're challenging the mind. You're making it happy. That's the most important thing. When I go to the gym, I make my mind happy. It feels good, the stimulation, that I'm there. Because the work ain't easy sometimes. It's hard, but it feels good.
Yeah, and I don't want to give up a lot of the show because there was a lot of these good nuggets from the show. But another thing, because it was a common question, I think I got 6 or 7 people asked how, because he also helps with mental health stuff. And the question was how to deal with anxiety, And his answer was, you'd think, oh, it's going to be some profound answer. Exercise, diet and exercise, living a healthy lifestyle, moving your body, like doing, getting sunlight.
Yes, sunlight.
It's like the basics.
Basics. People want magic answers.
They
like there's this elaborate thing. It's the same thing. Not the same thing, but same thing, kind of similar. I would say like people want coaching. Like they think we're going to give them this elaborate like diet or eating plan. Like, no, not at all. It's basics.
Yeah.
Really basics. You just follow it, rinse and repeat, and it works.
Yeah, copy paste.
That's it.
Copy paste, rinse, repeat.
That's it.
And then you plug in, an accountability piece, and then knowing that you're actually tracking the right numbers, and then the magic happens.
That's it. The magic happens.
Yeah, but that's so true. It's like they feel like it's gonna be like lightning in a bottle. Like, wow.
Oh my God, look at this magic language and code.
It's also the same reason why people feel that like Wes Watson is a fraud. It's because they think they see his lifestyle or whatever. So like, finally, I'm going to count my pennies and I'm going to hire him as a coach. They think he's going to give them this like magical answer where they're going to be like, wow, this is amazing. And he just kind of tells them some really basic stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what it takes.
Yeah.
And then they think like, oh man, this was bullshit, because they're expecting it to be like he's going to wave the magic wand.
They think because that they hired him, and now they're part of his network, on his team.
That they're going to have a
all
Lambo tomorrow.
All of a sudden, oh, wow, Wes Watson is my business coach. I'm going to post it. And you're going to get a plethora of new clients coming out of thin air.
No.
They don't even know your story, bro. How they going to hire you? You haven't built no trust yet. What have you done? Like he says, what have you done? What have you done?
Yeah.
What movie have you created? It's a movie. What I'm seeing now, it's a movie we're creating. They're watching our movie.
Yeah.
They're watching us in and out. Like
Creating a life.
I just got off the phone with my client. Shout out Saul. And he's like, I'm watching what you and your wife do. I'm watching everything. I watch everything. I talk about everything. I'm following the lead.
And that's why he's doing well.
Yes.
And his life is starting to change, I bet.
Yeah, big time.
It's on a
Big
metamorphosis.
time. And his relationship, he said.
Yeah.
How he talks to people, his mood, he's laughing more. Even with his wife, they're getting closer again because he's not drinking. He's doing well. I'm proud of him.
It is a complete overhaul that begins to happen in your life. I had a conversation with a one-on-one client, and it was what we discussed. It's kind of like You have to kind of switch your mindset and make all of the, you got to believe that you can achieve these things. And then you work tirelessly until you get them.
Yes.
And your whole life will just start to kind of change and unravel.
Yeah, it's not magic.
No.
It's just doing the steps.
Yeah.
It's the same thing what he just said, 12-step. Well, you got to follow our steps.
Yeah.
You follow our steps and things will start happening. Next thing you know, you feel better, look better, everything. Your relationships change. Now you're moving faster at work and you're getting things done. Guess what? You got a job promotion. Your boss is paying attention. You're doing well. You're hitting. Or maybe you want to start a business. I've been thinking about doing this. Well, now you got the confidence because your mind shifted.
I know. And basically, when I was talking to him, it made me realize, like, wow, so what we do for people plugs right into what he does for people.
Yes.
It's like they actually need both because they need to get over their addictions and the medical interventions that are required for some people there and learning coping mechanisms and working through their traumas. But then they have to plug in the healthy lifestyle protocol that we talk about.
Yep.
That has to be a part of it because as a former addict himself, that's what he turns to is his lifestyle, his exercise and all of that. And even then, you know, he definitely sees how his, you know, your addictions kind of like just switch. And as long as they switch to healthier things.
Well, that's Wes's blueprint. That's how he blew up and was successful because he flipped guys, not just a fitness dude. So I'm not a fitness guy. I'm not a trainer. I'm flipping your life from internally to outernally, you know, inside out.
Yeah.
But it all starts within. You got to start giving up the bullshit, the drinking, the drugs, the cigarette smoking, the weed. You got to give all that bullshit up.
Because it clouds it.
It does. Clouds your better judgment.
It clouds it. You don't even have a clear path of what it is exactly that you want.
No.
Because after a night of, you had a few cocktails, you wake up with a headache, you don't care about anything that you don't care about any of your goals.
No. Out
you
the
just
window.
feel like crap.
Yeah, the next day you want to eat pizza and something heavy. You don't give a shit. You're not going to the gym. You're not following macros the next day.
No, it derails you.
Yes. And not just for one day, for several days.
Speaking of which, we went to a detox pool party. And that was a big reminder of why I've retired from that lifestyle. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. I mean, even our friend Klein, same thing. He realized this ain't his cup of tea no more either.
Yeah, it's just it was a lot of debauchery.
Yes.
Sloppy drunkenness going on. It was kind of fun to people watch, though. I'm not going to lie.
It was very fun. It's fun. But you know what the best part about it, though? I'll be honest with you, that I got from it, that we both could be in that environment having zero temptation. Zero. When I mean zero, there's not even an ounce of me. I was like craving a drink. I don't care how good they looked.
Yeah, but you want to share the weird thing that happened on the walk out to you? That was weird. That's the first time that it had happened. Do you remember? When we were walking out, we were talking about going to get our pizza. What did you say?
What did I say?
About weed. Smoking weed.
Oh, that a quick thought came into my brain. For some reason or another, I thought about smoking weed, relaxing, eating pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just popped in my brain.
Yeah, you kind of thought, oh, yeah, we're going to go home right now. I'm going to smoke some weed and eat some pizza.
For a split second, like, what the fuck? I don't smoke weed no more.
Yeah.
Why that popped in my mind.
See, it's weird because it's kind of like it's still there.
But people give
somewhere.
into it. Like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do it this one time and be okay. No.
Of course.
Hell no. I'm not going to give into nothing.
Yeah, of course. But speaking about the pizza, we need to discuss. I tabulated how many calories I probably consumed on Sunday with the donuts and the pizza, and it was probably about 5,000 calories.
Wow. I'm probably up there with you.
Yeah, probably more because you had a whole piece more than me.
Yeah, probably a little more.
But it was 5,000 calories. But here was the other thing about it that was unfortunate is I ate the pizza really late. It was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I felt as if I had drank at the detox pool party. I had heart palpitations, anxiety. I didn't sleep well. I had thirst. Not only did I feel like shit all night, I felt like shit all day the next day. I had a legitimate hangover.
It's true. There is food hangover. I had that. I didn't have it this time. I had it the week before. I felt like
from the birria tacos?
Yeah, it's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
All the sodium and stuff.
It was the sodium.
It's too much for me.
Yeah.
It's dangerous for me because I have high blood pressure. I have to be careful with that.
Yeah, we got to probably chill on that
Yeah.
those kind of cheats.
Yeah,
Well, for sure we are. But you know what I did do is I did a little experiment because it's fun to do little kind of experiments. And
Yes,
I know
it is.
people always freak out sometimes when they come back from a vacation or have a cheat meal and they feel like I've lost all my progress because they step on the scale.
Yeah.
I stepped on the scale the very next morning after the pizza and donut palooza. Let's call it the pizza donut palooza. And I weighed, I don't even want to get this wrong. I'm going to pull it up.
That's good data, though. It's really good data to have. Very good information to talk about and be real about it.
Yeah, and first of all, I'll have you know, there was a time in my life, and it was not that long ago, where I had not repaired my relationship with the scale, where if you gave me $1,000, I wouldn't have stepped on it after a cheat day like that.
Yeah, no.
Because it would have
Because mentally it would derail you, get into your head.
But no issue with it. I thought it was funny. I was actually looking forward to seeing how bad that number was.
I remember Adam did a little thing on himself in Vegas, like a 3-day bender.
Mm-hmm. He did.
He gained like 15 pounds.
Yeah. So, okay. So I weighed in before the pool party. Oh, I didn't gain 8 pounds. I lied. But it was a lot. I lied at the top of the show. 122.8 before the pool party.
Okay.
The next morning, 128.6.
So what is that?
6 pounds.
6 pounds.
6 pounds.
Overnight.
So then the next day, 123.5.
Just like that.
And then this morning, 123.2. So 2 days later, I'm 123.2. As of Wednesday morning, I'm only 0.4 pounds from where I was last Saturday. I will probably be exactly that weight or even less by Saturday.
Isn't that crazy? Probably less.
Yeah, so it just goes to show you guys, do not panic.
No, don't panic.
But I do want to explain what happens. I really, truly believe there are just still people out there that don't know why this happens.
They don't. They think it's they automatically, in their mind, they always assume I gained a bunch of fat.
Yeah.
Furthest from the truth.
Yeah. The truth is I probably put on about a pound of fat or maybe a half a pound of fat. And by the end of the week, that half a pound of fat will be deficited out.
Yes.
So that's the truth be told. It probably is closer to half a pound to a pound. Probably a pound. And then by now it's Wednesday. So that's 2 days of a deficit. That's 1,000 calorie deficit. That's a third of the pound gone. See? So by the Saturday, it's gone.
Yeah.
But what happens is when you eat carbohydrates, or especially like a massive amount of carbohydrates like that, you hold on to water. It's I think they say it's like 3 grams for every gram of carbs, something like that. So you kind of blow up. I felt like a puffer fish. My lips were swollen. My fingers were swollen.
Your ring finger? I always feel it in my ring finger.
Oh, I couldn't take my rings off. But I did do my 1UP Nutrition trifecta. This is a good segue into 1UP Nutrition because you guys, I used it again. I did it after the Miami cheat as well. It works like a charm. I up my daily cleanse to 4 pills. So I take 4 daily cleanse. I take 1 gut health and I take 4 watersheds. And then I drink a ton of water. I drank like 120 ounces of water. This was all Monday. And then by Tuesday, all that weight was gone.
What a miracle.
I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel like so Monday morning, I woke up feeling like a puffer fish, the Walking Dead. I felt disgusted with myself. I felt still my heart rate was even a little high.
Yeah.
I wonder if it tracks my heart rate in here.
Interesting. I'd be scared to check my blood pressure the next day.
Oh, my goodness. What a good data to have, you guys. My resting heart rate was 86, or like when I stepped on the scale that morning was 86. It's normally 72 when I go to step on in the low 70s when I step on the scale. It was a huge spike.
Damn.
And then Tuesday, it was 80. And then this morning, 78. So it's dropping. But see how it stayed elevated? Kind of like, usually, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's a resting heart rate, though, because it's like, I'm up and about in the morning. But it's usually in the 70s, and it was in the 80s. Just goes to show you.
Wow.
Your body, imagine, here's the thing. I really felt it. Like I said, I was like The Walking Dead on Monday. I really felt it because I'm so clean that my baseline is feeling great all the time, even on cheat days, because when I don't overconsume on a cheat meal, I don't feel like this. This is not what I feel like.
Yeah, like when we eat burger and fries, you don't feel this way,
no
right?
issue. No.
None. Sandwich?
Because I overconsumed.
Yeah.
But it's because my baseline is so clean that anything that's off makes me feel like just awful because I like to feel my best. And this is why I quit drinking. because I like to feel my best. So even a drink will throw that off.
Yeah.
And but it's nice to do once in a while.
It is. And we never stack pizza and donuts together.
No.
That's a no-no.
I won't be doing that for a very long
Because
time.
why don't we do that, people? Because it's freaking all carbs and sugar, basically. All bread and fried and sugar, and that's just a lot.
Yeah, next time I will pair like donuts with a burger and fries.
Yes.
Pizza with, something else. No,
something lighter,
it would be by itself.
Yeah.
Not both. That was it was nice to do and feel that way.
I think I'm gonna go back to what's the other pizza we had? The basil, the thin one.
The New York style?
I don't like those thick ones. Are too much.
Oh, I love
like
them.
your son said, nah, it's too much. I'm good off those.
Okay, but
I'll pass.
You asked me, and I think Tyler asked me as well, how much do you guess that a slice of this Detroit, how many calories it is? I guessed 800 calories.
Yeah.
So when we were at Costco, they had Detroit-style pizza, like these squares, thick, just like the one we got at Slice of Homage, and it was 810 on the box. So I went and looked at the nutrition to kind of get an idea if I was in the ballpark. I was right around in the ballpark. I would say it's pretty close.
Yeah.
So 800 calories a slice. I had 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good and all, but nah, I'm gonna pass on that.
You're never going to have it again?
Nah, I'm
it's
good.
my favorite. I will 100% have it again.
I like the thin ones better. It feels better for me.
But I will have one slice next time, and I will not pair it with donuts.
Yeah.
But you guys have to get the 1UP Nutrition. I call it my trifecta. Code Jeanine to save, but you need to have that on hand. It's great for emergency just to kind of get your digestion back in point. I felt no bloating. I did not feel like the puffer fish anymore on Tuesday morning. I felt all the way back to normal. So I highly, highly recommend.
Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's too heavy.
Yeah, back to the pool party though, what I realized is like I'm okay with just the things I love doing now. Like I'm okay with not having to. It's like sometimes you feel like you have to find, I need to go out and do all of these things. And the reality is, I just enjoy my routine.
That's it. People always feel like they have to do things outside of the routine.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't.
Yeah.
We're very routine people.
And I love it. And
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And like what makes up my routine? My routine is coffee shops, maybe go get something to eat for lunch, maybe make a protein treat for us, go work out, work.
Yeah, we're always working.
Is it bad that I love working?
No. We're always trying to elevate ourselves in our business. And when you're an entrepreneur, you're always working. You really have no days off. You think you do. You kind of have to give yourself a day off, but do you really have a day off?
No.
Exactly.
No, I never have an entire day off. Like never.
No, because you might get, let's just say, for instance, you might get DMs about this or that or coaching or questions or anything. And we're very responsive people. Now,
if I had someone that I had met, I think it was like Mauricio's birthday party, and she was like, "Oh, are you planning on any vacations for the summer?" I was like, "No, it's so hard for me to go on vacation because it's a lot of moving parts that I have. It's so much work to pre-record podcasts and do all this stuff that I don't really have any like long vacations, maybe just little weekends here and there." And she was kind of persistent, like, "Oh, you have to take a vacation and you have." I was like, "No, I'm good. Like, I don't really like. It's so hard to like come back, and I don't know. I'm just not."
Why do people feel like I have to? Why? Why? I want to know the reason to be why. Why do you have to?
How about
spend money? Probably you want to drink. People always use vacations as drinking. Then they use excuse to eat. Like, I got to pass to eat because I'm on vacation. So you're eating like absolute shit. You're not really watching it. A lot of times, let's be honest, because the way we live, we're pretty much dialed in, but most people do not work out when they're on vacation.
I mean, that's fine. What I'm saying is it's fine if people want to go on vacation.
Yeah, I know it is.
But I personally feel like I don't need a vacation from my life. I think a lot of people, it's because they need vacations from their life, and I don't.
They're running away too from something.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
I like my life. I like my like regular day-to-day yada yada life.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. Isn't that the ultimate goal? And I do like working, and I do feel, because people are like, "Oh, you have to be careful. You're going to get burned out." Listen, if I feel burnout coming, I will address it and kind of like, I'll let my clients know, like, "Hey, I'm going to take a couple days where you won't be able to get a hold of me. I can take a couple days." But if I feel that way, I know I'm pretty good about, like, I think I'm good about addressing it. But if I don't, then I'm fine. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy my life. I enjoy my job is what I'm saying.
I mean, we went to Miami. We did a little bit of both. We had some pleasure, a lot of business.
That's my favorite thing to do, mixing in both.
Yeah.
Because if you completely unplug, I don't like the process of having to get back on track.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like my routine.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. That's just...
Yeah, some people went to long-ass vacations, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Fuck.
Oh,
man.
hell no. Well, Miami was the longest time we've done in a while.
What was that, 6 days?
Yeah, it was like 6 days, and it was a bitch to get ready for that trip because I had to pre-record so many shows, edit them, get them out, and then, you know, like, even so that when I got back that everything was kind of ready to go. It's just a lot of work.
It is.
So I rather not have multiple days, although we are going to San Diego at the end of July. That's just for a quick weekend, though.
Yeah.
So we won't.
It's almost local, though. So it's just on the other side of California.
But that's what I like. I like little weekenders.
That's it. You don't need long-ass days.
All right. In other news, officially on Monday, the 8-week challenge for Jay's Body Bootcamp doors open again. This is the #1 rated weight loss challenge. You guys, you learn everything you need for a sustainable lifestyle. If you are not already on the list, and it's not Monday yet, so if it's Friday when you're listening to this, get on the list. If it's July 1st or later, register because you don't want to miss out. It only opens up every 2 months, and space is limited. I do have to cap it at a certain point. So make sure you guys check out my website, JanineEscobar.com/J's Body Bootcamp, JS Body Bootcamp.
Better hop on board before them doors close.
Yeah. I'm excited because I love now. If you've done old body boot camps before, like prior to BBC 12, then BBC 12 had an overhaul, so it's totally different. New app, new process. Our coaches chats are now Zoom calls, so you kind of really get to know each other, face to face with each other.
Yeah.
The community page is amazing. The Facebook group is gone. It's now all within the app, and it's had a major upgrade. So
whole new level.
Yeah. So if you haven't been in a BBC in a while, this will be my 13th one, lucky 13. Then you should check it out again because it's totally different and it's all new and improved. And you guys get my exact blueprint for how I stay feeling and looking my best.
There you go. Bingo.
It's the most cost-effective way to work with me.
Exactly. And it seems like a lot of ladies have success in that.
They do.
The pictures you show me, all the transformations.
Oh, they're doing so good.
Yeah.
And we're about to see how they did at the end of the 8 weeks as well. I'll be sharing, those who are okay with me sharing on social media, I'll be sharing some of the progress for sure of BBC 12 that's about to end. It still has another week, but that's going to be ending. And then the registration opens for this one July 1st. If you register on July 1st, you get a bonus. And so I'm going to be advertising that. So you guys will stay tuned to my Instagram. And the program doesn't start until July 15th. So it still has some time.
It's coming around the corner.
Yep. All right, moving on to Hold My Coffee. We've got a couple Hold My Coffees.
No.
Just a couple. But I just think they're funny.
Let them rip.
First one is, why all the processed garbage? I came to you looking for healthier options. This is a comment left on my Ninja Creamy Protein Ice Cream video. You came to a Ninja Creamy Protein Ice Cream video looking for what? Like freaking...
Yeah. What are you looking for? First off, are you a coaching client? No. So what are you looking for? You're a paid client? No. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's like... You're not coaching. You know what I'm saying?
I came to you looking for healthier options. Why? Is this called the Healthy Jeanine page or something?
What do you think? You're going to eat broccoli and spinach and chicken breast?
You think I have organic green Ninja Creamy Protein Ice Cream recipe?
Right? Yeah.
A broccoli and rice and chicken protein Ninja Creamy concoction?
Yes, exactly.
To
Who the hell? What do they comment this at? I would love to pipe at them.
YouTube.
Oh my God, I would love to comment back.
And the next one was a comment on my What I Eat in a Day video. and it says, "How pretentious, all about the promotion of processed products."
Another one. What was that? What was that? Same thing with the Ninja Creamy?
No, it was my what I eat in a day.
Oh, so what?
How pretentious. I don't think that's a proper use of that word, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because pretentious means like snobby.
Yeah.
So she goes, you're all about the promotion of processed products. How pretentious of you.
Man, the people that come on YouTube in the comments sometimes.
I know. It's funny, but it's okay because
Yeah.
it
It
comes
is
along
funny.
with the territory of the fact that those videos have been friggin' killing it.
Exactly.
Thousands of views. They each have like 20 to 30,000 views. So thank you for the support of the people. Clearly people are enjoying that style of video. I just posted another one yesterday, so I'm sure I'll get a mixture.
Hey, tell them thank you too, because guess what? You commented, keep pushing the algorithm.
You know what
thank
I do?
you very much.
I've
how my
decided,
boy
I
says
wonder
it.
if any of you guys have noticed, but I've decided that anytime somebody leaves a comment like that, I reply with like the ugliest emoji I could find. It's like the red devil looking face with the big nose. I comment that.
You just put that?
I just put that because
That's a
I
good
feel
one.
like it'll be annoying to people.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll be annoyed. Like, well, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
You know what I
Annoying
mean?
back.
Yeah, so I just post
You don't
that.
put the coffee
And
emoji?
sometimes I do that and the coffee. Like if I'm going to feature it as a Hold My Coffee, I'll do
Yes.
that and then the coffee.
That's
next to
funny.
it.
I should go over there and do it with you
I
behind
think
it.
people, it's like the beehive, you know, like people got to, my people got to put the coffee cups on comments. They think that,
Yeah.
that we should be.
Yeah. These
Featuring.
people too online, they're so entitled. Like you
I
owe them
know.
something.
I know.
Now, hold on. Did you pay for my services?
I know.
Did you hire me?
Speaking of which, so Natalie and I did a podcast, and that was a really interesting. We dropped a lot of juicy gossip in that podcast, and we were speaking about how in social media world, there's a lot of people in the space that they got a big following because they had a huge transformation in on the keto diet.
Yeah.
So because of that transformation, they got a huge following on Instagram. And so then they take it above a step further and they start selling meal plans or they start featuring their food and yada, yada, right? But then a lot of these people, when you go to these conventions, you see them and you think, wait a minute, you talk about how you lost X amount of weight on your Instagram with the keto diet. Why don't you talk about the fact that you gained it all back? Because look at, you clearly gained it all back. Like you're being a little phony baloney, right? Listen, no one should take offense to that unless it applies to you.
Yeah.
People took offense.
They did?
Some people did, but it was people that it applied to. So Natalie got message, or just a couple of people unfollowed her.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I don't give an F. If the shoe fits, wear it.
Yes.
I'm
Call
not.
them out.
She goes, because you can easily, people are actually very supportive. They love adversity and things like that. You could easily get the support of people if you come clean. They love that. Hey, you guys, watch me. You watched me lose 300 pounds or whatever, but I gained it back. I'm having trouble. Watch me lose it again. And they'll support you, but it's when you lie and you're phony baloney. And if you took offense to that, it means that maybe you have some inner soul searching to do because it means it applies to you. Just like when Wes talks shit about people, like dad bods and this, and they get all butthurt.
Yeah.
Well, and broke jokes. Well,
Yes.
a person who's not a broke joke is not going to take offense to it. It's going to be.
When's the last time a successful person, a really successful person at the top, hated on another successful person, or even a guy coming up?
Right.
So I want to say something to that because I went with you to the keto convention.
Yeah.
And boy, they be lying. I didn't see no fit bodies there. I think one dude that was on the sauce. That's about it.
But even that person, which don't say names, please,
No,
because I
I
don't
won't
want
say
drama.
names.
But even that person was fraudulent
Yeah, I know.
because that person was on the Sassola, number
Yes,
one,
Sassola.
and claiming, I got this muscular, bulbous body eating the keto diet.
Lying.
Enter in a disgruntled partner who revealed
The truth.
that person You guys, I am just busy these days. And on these busy days, MegaFit Meals comes in clutch. They keep me on track with their macro balanced meals. They have delicious options. All you have to do is heat and serve. They are constantly updating their menu. They even have some treats. The best part about it is there is no subscription required. You simply order online. They ship nationwide. You've got to give them a try. Use code Jeanine for a discount. That's JEANINE. Was not, this is going to have to be for the after show. I'm going to stop right now. And I'm sorry, guys, but it's got to be for the VIPs. This is a little too, I just don't want drama on social media, but I will share it on the after show.
How about Wes said about when people post a picture about, oh, I had success, I lost weight.
Yeah, and you want to coach people?
Yeah.
Like you're not there. You haven't even figured out how to master yourself yet.
No.
And you're already wanting to coach people.
Yeah, you're not even close, bro.
It's just like people who haven't mastered their own business that suddenly want to be business coaches.
Yeah, like really, bro? All of a sudden you're a business coach. You're going to teach me how to make money. You haven't made $1 million yet yourself.
Right. Like I feel like I have a lot of business savvy and I have a lot of business experience. I do not feel like I am yet in the place where I can provide business coaching to somebody yet. Someday I will be able to.
Yes.
Can I give people tips that will help them with success? Yes, but I'm not going to put, like with my program, with my weight loss program, I know, like, yeah, give me your money because you're getting a lot of experience, you're getting a lot of value, you're getting a lot of knowledge. I know what it's like. I've transformed thousands of people. I've transformed myself. I've transformed you.
Yeah,
like,
true.
And that's how it should be when you are coaching people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And with business coaches that suddenly just come out of nowhere, like suddenly they're coaching people a business they haven't even mastered yet.
Or what did I tell you? I knew someone or of people that transformed themselves and all of a sudden want to become business coaches, hopped on his program, and it's like, ooh, not ready yet for that, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do that. They make the mistake of all of us. They jump the gun too quick. And he doesn't vet them. He just, okay, if you want to try to do this.
Well, here's the thing as well with it, when it comes to transformation and why you shouldn't automatically think you can become a coach just because you've transformed. Maintenance is a son of a bitch.
Yes, it is. That's a different animal.
And you need to prove that you can not only transform your body, but you can maintain it. And you have to try, your methods have to be proven. So not only do you have to transform yourself and be able to maintain it, for at least 1 year minimum.
At least.
You have to then apply your knowledge to what I'd like to say is your warm market.
Yep.
Meaning friends and family for free, by the way, because you don't have expertise yet in the field. And then test your knowledge. And then your pricing should be based on your experience accordingly.
Yes, facts.
You
can't be up there with the pros.
No.
Sorry.
You can't just suddenly come out the gate like
thinking that's your self-worth is the same as these people.
When you have a service-based business, that's what you're paying for, someone's expertise, their knowledge, their experience. You know, you've been in the fitness industry for what, 25 years, 30 years?
It's been a minute, yeah, long time.
You know, and I've been in it a decade.
Yeah.
And that comes with a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, a lot of trial and error, a lot of evolving.
Yes.
And that's what people, that's what they pay for.
Always educating ourselves, up in our level of knowledge, always learning, always keeping up with the times, because there's always new information and data coming out. Always. Can't be like, oh, it's just my way or the highway and I learned it all. No. It's always new information coming out.
All right. So I have a couple comment corners. I have a Vanessa Galindo that I want to congratulate. She comments, landed a new job. Thank you for the inspirational mindset and thank you for all you do. Congratulations, Vanessa.
Congratulations, Vanessa.
That's
good job.
Amazing.
Kudos.
Yep. It's all in that mindset, man.
Yes, it is.
You change your mindset and your whole world starts to change.
That's it. That's the secret. That's the secret weapon. That's it.
All right. This next one, Heather Lee, 8599, she's commenting on the episode with Natalie. She said, this really resonated with me. So many fitness influencers are lying about how they got their results. I recently unfollowed one whom I had been following since 2015 when she was a bikini competitor. She's a personal trainer and a macro coach who got very popular, started her own fitness line, and then created a workout app. After having her first baby, she gained a lot of weight and was struggling to lose it. Then all of a sudden, in the space of a couple of months, she lost a drastic amount of weight while crediting the workouts in her app. I was so disappointed to anyone with even basic knowledge of weight loss. It's obvious that didn't happen with just workouts. I would have respected her decision if she just said I needed a little extra help.
Sounds like Ozempic.
Transparent, of course, something like that, something to that degree.
A GLP or something.
Transparency in that world goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
It goes a long way.
People will call your bullshit out, and then you get exposed. And next you know that empire you built. Here's the thing about fitness influencers, trainers, coaches. Listen, man, they get to a point where they become so successful, get lots of followers, making lots of money. They're not humble. That business could blow up right in their face overnight. Could come crumbling down. All it takes is a few people to expose you. And that's it, that you're a fraud.
Yeah, someone did. Like there was a big class action lawsuit because she was proclaiming that people were getting customized plans and they were just like a cookie cutter.
Oh, boy.
A cookie cutter plan. She didn't have any of the certifications that she claimed she had. She didn't have. A lot of people, they lie about their certifications too.
Yes, that and also Goob exposed somebody. Shout out Goob, you too. Where people would take pictures off the internet and pretend that those are client transformations. You know about that?
Oh, yes. You know what? That's kind of like what Shreds did a long time ago. They would claim, they would put fake winners of their challenges. It's as if I was running the Body Bootcamp and I like had a $10,000 prize, but I didn't want to really pay at $10,000, so I just plucked some transformation off the internet. That's what they did. I'm sure the feds could get involved in that. That's actually pure fraudulent.
Yeah, of course. You're defrauding people.
Yeah.
Because you're getting people fired up like, oh my God, I could possibly win $10,000. I'll pay extra or whatever. Pay extra to join my challenge, and you can enter in and win 10 grand.
I'm sure there are tons of coaches where people use, you're so right, where people are using, they have a plethora of fake transformations on their page.
Yep.
Wow.
100%. I remember he exposed somebody. I don't know how long ago it was, but I remember he exposed somebody.
You know what you can do on YouTube, on Google? You can do a reverse photo lookup where you can put the photo into the search and it'll show you everywhere else that photo is being used. And so you'll be able to see if it's been used on someone else's site. People don't probably realize that, but they could easily get caught. It's not difficult to get caught.
Now you just gave them the blueprint on how to do it.
So you can go to my website. You can check everyone. I have tons of transformations on there. Not only are they all legitimate, I have releases from everybody that I share.
Yep.
So
feels good you could sleep at night with a clear conscience.
I know, because,
right?
I just feel like when people are, for example, like us, right? We've been in this world a while or whatever, but I don't think we ever thought we would be known on the internet.
No.
I didn't think my YouTube channel was going to blow up and get millions of views and stuff. So, when you're little, when you're maybe a mom and pop shop training people, you can get away with fraudulent activity.
Oh, yeah.
But then all of a sudden, you blow up. You have to answer for all that fraudulent shit you did before you blew up.
Yes.
Because that's the stuff that surfaces.
They're coming after you.
Because, you might clean up your act. Now they're like, well, shoot, I'm kind of known now. But that fraudulent stuff, those fake transformations and, fake challenges you ran or whatever else, that's all going to come back to
bite you in the ass.
To bite you. And you cannot predict
when it's going to come.
Well, you can't predict the future. I could have never in a million years would have thought oh yeah, we're going to be on the podcast. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, almost 5 years ago when we started this, we didn't know where this was going to take us.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
It's crazy. Okay, speaking of transparency, let's talk about Transcend Company a little bit because we both had appointments today.
Yes, we did.
So let's share a little bit about our appointments because we are officially in full transparency mode. Currently not on peptides. I'm just on my HRT medication, have been for months. But I had my appointment and I have placed my order. So I'm going to share what I ordered and why. And do you want to share first? Why don't you go ahead and share what you got?
Well, I had to do my refills of my medication.
Which is your
testosterone, DHEA to help with my estrogen, and ACG. And then as far as peptides, I am on a peptide. So I'm on actually 2 peptides. I'm on IGF, LR3, and I'm on BPC 157, which is for injuries. Mm-hmm. And I did a refill of the IGF because he said I should stay on it another cycle. And I added testosterone NAD 500, I think it is.
Is that what it's called? I'm going to check my email because he sent me an email.
It is NAD plus testosterone, and also did a refill of BPC 157.
So what is the do you have any information on the testosterone, like what that does?
Let me just make sure I say this correctly. It's good for the treatment of excessive abdominal fat. Testosterone is a synthetic growth hormone releasing hormone that acts on the anterior pituitary gland and stimulate the endogenous growth hormone secretion.
It also did he say anything about it lowering blood pressure? I read that it's good for blood pressure.
It also revitalizes skin quality, increased muscle mass, and overall boost in vitality and youthfulness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you have that stuff coming?
I have that stuff coming, yes.
Are you excited about it?
I am. I want to see what it does, you know? It's I look at it like this, like we're already doing everything we're supposed to do. It's like adding a supercharger to what we're already doing. We're already following macros.
Yeah.
We're the exercise every day. We get our steps in, hydrate. We do everything we're supposed to. Why not add a little more to see what we can do, what level we could take it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
That's how when I had a conversation with him, and that was basically, he asked me about that. Like, what's your diet? What kind of diet do you eat? How often do you exercise? And then how do you feel? Like, what are the things that you need to improve upon? Oh, did you got something for sleep?
I think he said the NAD helps with the sleep. I think he said that.
Okay.
Have to look.
Yeah, so, I said, basically, look, I already do everything within my control, which that is what I'm a firm believer in that. Master the basics is what I teach in my program.
Yeah.
Before you start plugging in and spending money on all this other stuff.
Yes.
Because then you're going to get the best benefit from plugging in this other stuff because you've already done everything within your power and you're on your journey with, you've got the basics down. Then you layer in things from Transcend. And so we discussed how I was feeling, and I said, I'm honestly feeling amazing. I really don't. The only things that I struggle with are my appetite. I just have an insatiable appetite. But I also said, but I love my appetite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tricky. I don't want to take my joy of food away.
No.
I just want to take a little bit of the edge off so that I'm not always so hungry. And it's something I've struggled with my entire life. And so because of that, he did suggest the tezofensine, which is what I was expecting him to suggest. And so I'm glad I was in line with that based on my own research. And the tezofensine is a peptide for fat loss and energy. It's a serotonin, noradrenaline, dopamine reuptake inhibitor. So it helps with cognitive health, mood, blood sugar levels, like balancing out blood sugar. It treats eating disorders and fights alcohol addiction too, because I think it's one of those, it kind of calms the food noise a little bit, but not like a GLP-1.
Yeah.
So he said doesn't make you not want to eat. It just will make you be able to eat less. You're going to be less hungry. And he gave me a tiny bit, like a tiny dose.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will definitely let you guys know if that helps. I will know immediately if that helps. It's a pill. I will let you guys know. And
it's a pill?
It's a pill.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited about that. And he's also, let's see, because some of these names I did not. He also put me on 5-amino 1MQ. And this is for body composition, just overall helping with muscle growth, energy, and fat loss, but it's not
anabolic.
No, it's not. So
Gotcha.
It's more of it's like a longevity peptide as well.
Yeah.
It promotes cellular health and longevity. And so I told him my goals were listen, I want to fountain of youth type stuff. I want to look and feel youthful. You know, so what are the things that are going to improve my skin quality and my energy and then the only other thing was my appetite. But I also got a cream that is a peptide cream for anti-aging.
Oh, wow.
I'm really excited about that.
And listen, we're just trying to slow the clock down. We're all going to age, but why not be our best selves, you know?
Yeah, so the 5-amino, the one that's for longevity, cellular energy, and for just overall like youthfulness is the NAD plus. I'm getting.
I'm getting the same thing.
You're getting the NAD plus.
Yes. You put me on that as well.
Oh, interesting. So
I ask him about sleep. My problem with sleep, it's not going to sleep, it's staying asleep because of my bladder. I drink too much liquid, too close to bedtime.
Yeah, this one is not for sleep. It's for cognitive, mental clarity, mood, improved balance, vision, and hearing. If this thing improves my vision, I'll be very happy.
Which one?
The NAD.
Me too.
A lot of people do it. Like a lot of older people, they'll go and get infusions of NAD. It really is supposed to it's like the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. It's like the fountain of youth. It's an injectable too.
And what people don't realize is GLPs and Ozempic, those are peptides. It's in the same family.
Yeah, it's very effective.
So if people wonder,
Too effective.
do peptides work? Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty excited about, and I'm just kind of glancing over. I literally just had my appointment before coming to the studio. So I need to kind of read through specifically what are the things that these peptides are doing for me. But so what's that? The NAD plus, the cream, the Tezo. I'm doing 4 different things. I'm going to share how I'm feeling. I'm going to share everything that. Oh, and then the cream is the GHKCU cream that I'm taking, and it's supposed to help you tighten loose skin, enhances skin elasticity, reduces fine line and wrinkles, reverses thinning of aging skin, evens out skin texture, prevents aging through its antioxidant effects, accelerates wound healing. That he even said it's like if you have a cut, you can put it on your cut and it's going to heal it faster. It's
wow.
Yeah, it has like wound healing properties. I'm beyond excited, you guys. So basically, if you're interested in Transcend, to seeing what they might recommend for you, it's transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite. You're going to get the VIP service. I recommend doing the fast track.
Yes.
Fast track will immediately send you a lab requisition. You can look up all of the labs in your area. They're all over the U.S. And you schedule your appointment. You get your lab work done. It automatically goes to Transcend. They will connect you with a specialist. They will review your blood work, review how you're feeling and what your personal goals are, and then they will put together a treatment protocol for you, and you can decide what you're going to go with. It's a very simple process. It's very easy. And by fast tracking it, you are paying right up front with the consultation you pay. And that includes your blood work. I had a lot of people ask me that, like, hey, is this fee that you pay up front, is that in addition to what I have to pay for the blood work? No, it includes your blood work. And let me tell you, the blood work is in depth. It is an in-depth, full workup of your hormones, your thyroid, all of that stuff. You're going to, health markers, very important. And they will go over, your health history extensively, your family health history. There are certain peptides they will not recommend for you based on your history. There are certain peptides that are off the table for me personally because of my family health history, as well as my precancerous polyps and things like that. There are certain peptides that are not for me. And that's just that's another thing I love about Transcend, because they really care.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
like I said, he went over. He was like, okay, cool. I have your updated mammogram in here. I have your pap smear. He's like, we need to make sure that your records are, stay updated. So they stay on top of it. They make sure you can't just go there if you're not on top of your health. If you're not on top of your health, getting your checks, they will not prescribe for you. They will not make recommendations.
Yeah, I let them know my history too, as far as what was my family bloodline, and I asked them, any of these peptides, will they raise my blood pressure? Because it's very important. I can't raise my blood pressure.
I'm pretty sure that the one that one is actually reduces blood pressure. It helps with blood pressure.
Yeah.
But like you wouldn't be able to take the tezofensine that I'm on, because he asked about my blood pressure, and because it can raise your blood pressure like by 10 points.
Yeah.
My blood pressure is regularly 90/60.
Yours is tiny.
That's why it cracks me up when someone's like, you eat so much sodium. Well, listen, I need the sodium. Yes. If I don't eat the sodium, I'll get lightheaded.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I got to be careful with mine.
Yeah.
I'm on thinners and medication.
Yeah. So. But they're aware of all of that, and they take all of that into consideration. They're very, very professional. But we're really happy, obviously. You guys know we've been talking a lot about them. We're going to continue to talk a lot about them, because now we're going to be embarking on kind of a new journey with them.
Yep.
And that's how we've always been with you guys. This is no different. We like to share.
Of course, we don't hold nothing back.
Yeah.
Very transparent.
Yeah, we share what works for us, what doesn't. I'll share what I didn't care for. Like, for example, I did do IGF-LR3 for a very short period of time.
Yeah, you didn't like it.
I did not like it. So I'm sharing that with you as well.
Crazy with the appetite for you.
Yeah, it was just too much. It was just a little too much for me. It hit me hard.
A friend of mine opted not to do it too because he said he was scared of that
Yeah.
part, the appetite part.
Yeah. But I'm really excited. So hopefully we'll get our medication soon. I'll do an unboxing. We'll do a whole thing on it. We'll share a little bit more details. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we will see you in the after show.
See you.